From all the interviews we have seen, we already know that you would be doing that. We are amidst royalty, and of course, after Bahubali, as I said before, we have transcended all regional barriers, we have transcended all the language barriers, and now it's one Indian film industry. All credit to this man who made it possible. We have the eminent people from the press here. We are also joined by the Secretary of the Ministry of Information Broadcasting, Mr. Apurva Chandra here. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Now, let me introduce them, and I would like you to come on stage to say a few words as well, sir. But first, let's hear it from the master crafter himself. Sir, welcome to Dubai. Rajamouli Garu. Sir, if you could address the crowd. Sure. Yeah, you can sit, sir. Sure.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here. I'm it's not expecting for me to talk, but it's a great privilege that we are in the opening day of our, the media conclave.
Yeah.
It's a media conclave in the Dubai Expo. It's a fantastic feeling, and I'm so happy that we are in front of Apurva Chandraji. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being us and being a support to us. And I also should thank Gulshanji, our distributor. He's been a big pillar of support from Bahubali days, and now supporting us RRR across the world, especially in the Middle East. Thank you, sir, for being for us. And it's really a great pleasure. I can't explain how great it is to be here in Dubai to meet you all. And I'm ready to take the questions once the heroes speak, and once Apurva Chandraji speaks, we are ready to take the question and answers.
Thank you, sir.
Much.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me go to your student number one. I mean, it was your first movie and your second movie, right? Student number one.
Yes,
So let's start with you, Tarak.
well, it's really an honor being a part of, especially today was the launch of the media and the entertainment fortnight, and it's truly an honor coming here to the expo and being at our very own India.
Yeah.
And, thank you, Apurva Chandraji, for all the support. I'd like to thank Gulchanji for as Rajmouli said, supporting films in Middle East and all over the world. It's great, it's feeling very good, feeling great, and thanks for having me here.
Great to have you here. And of course, the Alluri Sitaramaraju. Let's hear it from Ram Charan Teja. Is the mic working?
I don't know what time is it. We've been traveling since different timelines, time periods. Good afternoon or good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, right? Good afternoon, everyone. A lot of my family members have attended this expo last couple of months. I was a little jealous when they keep telling me about the expo. But thanks to RRR and Mr. Rajmouli Garu and Gulshanji, thank you so much. And Apurvaji, thank you so much for having us here. It's a real honor. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Working for a movie like RRR is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And at the same time, coming to an expo, Dubai Expo, and being part of India's conclave or India's expo and Dubai Expo is a once-in-a-lifetime. Thank you for having us. And let's continue the show.
Of course. Thank you. And we have Apurva Chandraji here, Secretary of Ministry of Broadcasting. Can I have you here, sir? Ministry of Information Broadcasting Secretary, Mr. Apurva Chandra.
Rajamouli ji, Junior NTR, and Ram Charan ji. First of all, I would like to thank you for coming to this expo and showcasing the largest, the biggest budget and the most prominent film to come out of India for a long, long time. And I would like to also thank you for the Bahubali series which you made and made us all proud and made us all enjoy for the Bahubali series. Also, I would like to thank you for making this film on two freedom fighters in the 75th year of independence. And as I understand, these two were real freedom fighters and whose story you have fictionalized. So this again is a success of our country, that these are sort of stories which we also don't know, and you are bringing it out now in the 75th year of independence. Not only the world, but we also will get to know these sort of stories, and I must compliment you for that. Also, now with the coming in of OTT, I would like to confess that I myself was unaware of films made in the South. But it is only now that I have started seeing films made in the South. Just last month, because in this National Film Awards, we gave the Best Actor Film Award to Dhanush. So I saw his film Asuran. And I could see it because it was available on Amazon Prime and dubbed in Hindi. So now we also as Indians, we are getting introduced to our own films. The world is getting introduced to our films. And again, I am told that you are making it originally into 2 languages, dubbing it into 4 or 5 languages, then subtitling into various languages, showcasing it globally, which again takes our story throughout the world. When the Koreans can do it, when the Hollywood can do it, then we also need to do it. And I must compliment you for that. And I hope your film breaks all sort of records, even the Bahubali record. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And of course, this is the place where we meet the world's largest media entertainment industry, the Indian media entertainment industry. And of course, thanks a lot, sir, for making it possible as well. So, we'll start with the tete-a-tete and then we'll move into the questions. Sir, with your permission. Sitting. First of all, sir, everyone's mind has one question. After Bahubali, the biggest movie ever, you go straight into RRR. And 2 characters, 2 roaring lions, as I may say, although he was the one who was roaring on screen. So, why, after Bahubali, why RRR?
I mean, I don't consciously make a decision based on my previous films. The previous films are done. Bahubali is done. I leave it and I next search for a story that compels me to make it. And a multi-starrer, a true multi-starrer, where we see 2 big heroes on the screen has been an exciting thought for me for a long time. And after Bahubali happened, one day it suddenly struck me that if I can bring these 2 stars, 2 friends, if I can bring them onto the screen, that would be a joy for the audience to watch. And I have known them for a long time, and they have a big brotherly respect towards me, affection towards me, and I know they would say yes once I propose it to them. So that's how it happened. Not based on my previous films, just the excitement of bringing these 2 superstars together onto the
2
screen.
superstars, 2 fan rivalry. I mean, this is the biggest. 2 families who have had the 35 years of fan rivalry has been happening between your families.
We didn't count.
But think about bringing both of you together. This is also setting another standard in the Indian film industry. Like 2 big powerhouses coming together, as you said. So I heard that you didn't even want to listen to the script anymore. It was just Rajamouli. That's it. So that's how you actually selected the movie, was
Absolutely. And I can, on this point, I can speak for both of us, Tarak and me. Yes, of course. We don't hear the script.
it? See?
It's the love and the adoration.
And Magadira.
How we look up to Mr. Rajmouli.
Absolutely.
That's the least we can do for him.
Absolutely. And of course, for you, it's even like when your first, not your first movie, your second movie, but his first movie was with you. The first
He was,
turning point.
So I'm the senior here. So yeah, it was his first movie, and it was my second. So yeah, from there to Triple R. I mean, as a storyteller, from being a novice to being the best, the biggest director of the Indian film industry. I mean, wow, it's great to have been a part of the stories he told. So it's wonderful to see him like this.
Absolutely. Sir, if you say about Alluri and Komaram, these are two real characters which you have fictionalized. Right. We have I mean, as you said in all the interviews that you've done, this is an era that nobody knows about. This is an era where these two characters went missing. So you have fictionalized in the way in which they have met. They might have a rivalry, a friendship. That's for the movie goers to watch. But how did you come up with that kind of a thought? What struck you?
I mean, it suddenly struck me. I was inspired by Motorcycle Diaries, the story of a journal of a
Sheikh
young man. Shay, we don't know. It can be anyone.
Yeah.
At the flag end of the film, they say it is actually Che Guevara. No? And it is a fictionalized story. It is not a real life account. And as I was looking at the timelines of Allur Sitaramraju and Komaram Bhim, there were so many coincidences. They were born around the same time, about 2-3 years apart, and around their 20s they left their houses. We have some kind of historical references what happened when they were in their respective places.
Sure.
But after they left their places, we don't know what happened to them, and they came back after 3 or 4 years. And once they came back, they started their movement against the British, against the oppressors, in the same modus operandi.
Okay.
No, it was so
Very-
many coincidences, and we don't have any account of those 4 missing years. So anything could have happened. So I thought that was a fantastic premise for me as a storyteller to visualize something that never happened, but the spirit of the freedom fighters remains the same. The characterizations, the way they were brought up. Komaram Bhim was a tribal
Leader.
Allur Sitaramraju was a well-read man who worked for the welfare of tribals, for the liberty of tribals. So the characterization remains the same. The spirit, the want for liberty remains the same, but the entire story is completely fictionalized.
Absolutely. So I have enough and more questions in my kitty because I'm so excited to be watching RRR on 27th. So we are all waiting. 25th, yeah, 25th, 26th, 27th, all these days.